It's my pleasure to introduce our first speaker for the day, Cheng Lim. Cheng Lim is a national Bernie delegate. She's a film creator, immigrant, Medicare for All activist. She serves on the board of Healthcare for All Los Angeles and is a member of the Progressive Asian Network for Action and DSA LA. And I recently had the privilege of sitting on a panel that she organized that should have been really the Democratic National Convention, the Beyond Bernie Convention and People's Assembly. Everyone, please welcome Cheng Lim.
Hello, People's Convention. Thank you, Nick Brana and event organizers for convening all of us here today. My name is Cheng Lim. I'm an immigrant. I came to this country 41 years ago at the start of the Reagan era. My lifetime in this country maps exactly the neoliberal ascendancy. And it is this experience of neoliberalism that values profits over human life and dignity that has brought me here today. I want to keep within my allotted time, so I'll go right to how I became a Medicare for All activist and why I think the single-payer movement cannot rely on the Democratic Party. In 2007, I underwent treatment for breast cancer. That experience opened my eyes to the gross inequities of the American for-profit health insurance system. At first, I didn't understand why getting healthcare had to be so complicated. My doctors had to check if what they wanted to prescribe was covered by insurance, and I would get bills months afterwards for stuff I couldn't easily decipher. Still, I was one of the lucky ones. I had health insurance. Two of my friends who were dealing with serious illnesses didn't have health insurance, even though they worked full-time. Their jobs didn't come with health insurance. And I couldn't imagine going through my cancer treatment further stressed about how to pay for it. So my growing awareness of how unjust our healthcare system was led me to volunteer on the 2008 Obama campaign. Candidate Obama had a healthcare plan with a public option. By that time, I had learned enough to prefer single payer, in which everyone would have comprehensive and high quality healthcare that is publicly funded. But I had yet to learn enough not to fall for the Democratic lie. And they're still telling that lie, that the public option, which preserves everything that is wrong and costly with the current system, could be sustainable and lead to universal healthcare. It took me another year to learn as a volunteer for Organizing for America, or OFA, helping to get the Affordable Care Act passed, that as inadequate a reform as a public option was, it was still only a bait and switch. Our volunteer group had collected thousands of constituent letters to send to members of Congress for the public option. And we were puzzled why President Obama didn't seem to care to fight for a key plank of his campaign and allowed the public option to be killed in the Senate when Democrats had a filibuster-proof majority. When we asked questions, we were told by the then OFA chief, don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. This was the Obama mantra. And this is the same OFA chief who went on to be President Obama's re-election campaign manager in 2012 and to advise the British Conservative Prime Ministers David Cameron and Theresa May on their election campaigns. I think it's telling how easy a Democratic operative can move between the Democratic and Tory parties, right? Don't you? At any rate, I subsequently learned from press accounts that the Obama administration was cutting deals behind the scenes with big pharma and hospital associations to drop the public option in exchange for their acquiescence on the ACA. This was happening while we volunteers were being told to gather support for the public option. And meanwhile, in California, where I live, we saw that Democrats could pass single-payer healthcare, which the California state legislature did in 2006 and 2008, when there was certainty the bills wouldn't be enacted. In this case, Republican Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger vetoed both single-payer bills. But once we had a Democratic supermajority in the state and the Democratic governor, and there was no longer a Republican to give cover to Democrats to perform as progressives, but not do anything real to upset their corporate donors, Democrats couldn't pass single payer. So flash forward to 5 weeks ago, I was a Bernie delegate to the Democratic Convention. In the middle of a pandemic, when the COVID count, and it's worse now, was 4 million Americans afflicted, 150,000 dead, over 14 million newly unemployed since March and without health insurance. And you add these nightmarish numbers to the already crisis level, 70 million
Really good point, Kathy.
before COVID.
That's literally, I think today's like day 95, 6, something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, we got a meeting in a couple hours regarding taking it to the streets. So
Hell yeah.
The DNC platform
a lot of photos.
Down Medicare for all. Then during the Democratic convention, while a parade of Republicans got to speak on the DNC broadcast, Bernie delegates would type in the Zoom chat of DNC meetings that we need Medicare for all and the Green New Deal, found themselves blocked from posting the rest of the meeting.
Oh, wow.
That was the level of
Doesn't surprise me.
the DNC went to silence any mention of Medicare for all. I could cite other examples, but I run out of time. To sum up, in my lifetime in this country, I've seen no evidence the Democratic Party will deliver Medicare for all on its own. We need massive, massive pressure from the outside. One way to do that is through an anti-oligarchy People's Party that is serious about organizing to contest for power. So how about we do it?